1.4 is your Facebook mindset. I'm going to teach you the most empowering mindsets to have to achieve all of our Facebook goals. So it's super important to understand how to most efficiently approach your Facebook campaign. If you could take one thing away from this course, these mindsets would be the most beneficial for you. Here they are. I'm going to give you an overview and then I'm going to tackle them one by one. So the first one is to engage. The second is to target your audience. And the third one is to earn momentum. Let's have a look at exactly what these mean. So to engage. What you want to do with your Facebook page is you want to engage all of your fans and potential fans. You want to listen, connect, and offer value to them, as opposed to broadcasting updates and just blatantly advertising things that they don't want. So you want to understand and connect with your fans as if they are some of your closest friends. You want to ask them about themselves and learn about their interests. And you actually want to be genuine about this. You should be interested because these are your potential customers who are going to spend money on your business. You should know the most you can about them and connect on a genuine level. Build relationships with your fans. Put yourself in the position of the fan. Most of you are probably already fans of other Facebook pages. Ask yourself, how would you like to be treated? And what type of relationship would you like to have with this page in order for you to really like this page and engage with their updates and buy their products? And then replicate that. So here's an example from one of my pages called Achieve Greatness, where Jaya Sankar has sent me a message through the inbox and has written, I want to know that a fit body can be brought only by gym work. So it's not phrased 100% correctly, but you get the message. I wrote back, no, but a gym is a very efficient way to build a fit body. There are plenty of alternatives, with a little winky face. I could have offered a little bit more value and provided a few of the alternatives, or maybe an article that addresses his question. Here I'm just building a personal relationship with one of my many, many likers. And the consequence of this is when Jayasankar then sees me in his newsfeed, he then has a stronger connection with my Facebook page and is more likely to support and engage and share all of my future updates. Here's an example from Zumba Fitness, a very large Facebook account where Samantha has written, where Zumba classes? Again, not 100% phrased correctly. You'd still understand the main idea, the question. She's wanting to know where the Zumba classes are. The official account of Zumba Fitness has written, hi Samantha, to find a Zumba class near you, visit, and they've supplied a link, which if you follow this link, it'll show you exactly where you can enroll in Zumba classes in your locale. Very helpful. They provide value. They're friendly and they're personal. Using first names and directly addressing questions. So one last point I want to make before I move on is make sure you're posting for your fans. The entire purpose of your page updates, so posting is to post an update or a status. The purpose of your page must be providing value to your community of likers. Otherwise, there is no reason to actually like your page in the first place. So to summarize, I've put together a juxtaposition, a comparison of an engaging versus non-engaging Facebook page. And I want you to ask yourself, which would you prefer your Facebook page to be? So this first is a non-engaging page. A non-engaging page is constantly pushing boring updates or products and services onto people who don't want or understand them. They're repetitively posting updates that get minimal views and no interaction while constantly feeling like they're spending hours of their time talking to a brick wall. To compare that to an engaging page is running a vibrant, engaging Facebook community where relationships are being built and interesting topics and ideas are consistently being discussed and shared. People on your page are becoming further educated about your products and your industry. But best of all, people are increasing your reach by freely sharing your content with all of their Facebook friends, having you do none of the work, and having these people who you've built these relationships with do the hard yards for you. The second mindset you want to embrace is to target your audience. You want to make sure you're genuine. You want to make sure you're generating genuine interest in your Facebook page and not just getting likes to get your numbers up. Another quick comparison I've put together for you is a targeted fan page against a non-targeted fan page. Again, I want you to answer the question, which would you prefer and why? So the first is you now have 1,000 Facebook fans on your page right now, but they don't need and they don't want your product or service. They're also unfamiliar with your business and unfamiliar with your industry. Alternatively, you now have 10 Facebook fans on your page. They all need and they all love your product or service. They're all interested and very passionate about your business or your industry. Personally, I would much prefer B. Even though you have 1/100th of the amount of fans as you would in A, you are going to have so much more success and achieve your actual goals of creating new customers and extending your reach by having these 10 fans as opposed to the 1,000. We're going to go through exactly why later in the course, but make sure you ask yourself which one you prefer. Again, if you prefer A, it's totally fine. I'll give you great strategies to achieve thousands of Facebook fans like the ones in A. It's great for social proof, but doesn't do much else. So by defining your target audience, you create genuine interest with your fans. You encourage more interaction and engagement because it's something that they're familiar with or interested in. You also receive more appreciation and understanding of what you're posting. And ultimately, you convert more customers because these are your potential customers and not just random people. The third and final mindset, which is absolutely awesome when you put into practice, is the mindset of earning momentum and capitalizing on your efforts. So I've written earn because social media is not free. And although I'm going to show you how to get likes without spending $1, without spending a cent, it takes hard work, it does take time, and it takes knowledge. You have the knowledge here, you have the guide here, but you are going to have to put in a little bit of time and a little bit of work in order to see results. Why is this a good thing? Why is this a good thing? It's great news because we have the opportunity as people with this knowledge and guide to rise above everybody else and use Facebook to accelerate our business's success. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. I know it's cliche, but it's very true in this situation. There are not many pages who succeed. In fact, the average Facebook business page has 58 likes. And if we take out the top 20% of pages, the average business page on Facebook has only 16 likes, which is horrible. I don't think anyone would want their business to have just 16 likes. One of the main reasons why this is such a low number is because people don't understand the momentum aspect of Facebook. These 16 likes, the hardest 16 likes you will ever have to work for. The first like is your hardest like to get. Once you have 1,000 or even 10,000 likes, you're going to be getting more than 16 likes every single day without having to do much work. But you have to earn that momentum early in the game. This is a mindset I like to call our social snowball. It's pretty catchy. I'm going to be referring to it a lot, but just keep this analogy in your mind the whole time you're grinding it out. Is you're building this snowball. It's getting bigger and bigger, and the more it builds, the easier it gets to reach higher and farther. As your snowball rolls down the hill, picking up speed and momentum, you'll be able to ride it out and get really, really great results. So this is the social snowball. Remember the name, remember the theory. I'm going to be referring back to it a lot.